You have a liberal arts background.
Yes.
There's a lot of demand and discussion today about the need to improve training and schooling around science and math and technical skills. We're going to need more data analysts, all of this stuff. The emphasis and focus on STEM education. From your perspective, is that the right focus? Are we losing something, or no, that's really what we need? Certainly that's what the numbers say we need and projections, but I'm curious from your...
No, I think we're at risk of losing something really important. I think the world needs more engineers. There's no question. We need more engineers. We're recruiting at the New Republic, and we need more of them so that there's more supply, because there's only going to be more and more technical innovation that happens. But we need engineers also to have taken English 101 and the history of Greek civilization. And it's absolutely true. It's the liberal arts, I think, play several roles, but in helping people lead a fulfilling life of curiosity and big ideas and lots of things. But if we're just talking about it rather narrowly in the context of organizational efficiency, one of the most important things that they do is cultivate a sense of empathy and help people build the type of people skills and the type of relationship skills that are key for to be a good husband or a good wife, let alone a good employee. So I think that in our education system, what you see people leaving history, literature, arts, all of these fields as majors, and moving towards things like what are considered to be harder sciences. I think which probably happens from an understandable inclination that it'll be easier to get a job. But for me, sitting on the other side, I would be much more interested if I saw a resume of an engineer who was who was great at her job, but who also majored in,
music.
Yes, music, painting. Choose something, because it would signal to me an ability to do several things really well, not only to build, but to understand, communicate, and share. And so I think that whatever that we can do as a culture, as a society, at the university, even earlier in secondary school, to reinforce that the humanities and the liberal arts are important, we need to, because not that many people are talking about that anymore.
There's a theory that came out of Harvard in the mid-'80s that sort of was discredited and came back, called the theory of multiple intelligences. I don't know if you're familiar with this, but this idea that there are 8 different kinds of intelligence. And some of the business leaders I talk to say that the real breakthroughs they have are when they get different kinds of people with different kinds of training together. In other words, that you're not necessarily expecting all of it in one head, but if you can get your engineering head together with your music head, and having those people collaborate.
And by the way, people never talk about this with Facebook, but Facebook is perhaps even the best example. Mark Zuckerberg's major in college, yes, computer science and psychology. Dustin Moskovitz, the other roommate, majored in economics and actually took his first computer science class in the fall of the year that we started Facebook. And so he would say you did economics and a little bit of CS. I did history and literature. I mean, the studies and the fields and the kind of topics that we were exposed to and discussing in that room, and then in years later, I think, are at least some of the ingredients for why Facebook has been so successful.